Who is Aaron Goth? Aaron Goth was born on December 11th, 1908 in Vienna, Austria. He joined the Austrian Nazi Party in 1932 and became the member of the SS in 1933. Goth quickly rose through the ranks of the Nazi regime, eventually becoming the commander of Pazau, the concentration camp in occupied Poland in 1943. Aaron Goth brutally and sadism was not only directed towards his prisoners, but also towards his own staff and officers. He was known to be extremely violent and abusive towards his fellow SS officers, despite his position of power within the Nazi hierarchy. He was feared, despised, many by his own colleagues also. He acquired the nickname the Butcher of Plzeł. Goth's character was famously depicted in the movie Schindler's List, directed by Steven Spielberg, where actor Rolf Hennes portrayed him as a merciless, cruel individual, where the betrayal was very dramatized, captured the essence of Goth's viciousness and his role in the Holocaust. It's also important to remember that Goth was just one of the many perpetrators of the atrocities during the Holocaust. His actions serve as a chilling reminder of the depths of human depravity and the horrors inflicted on millions of innocent victims during one of the darkest periods in history. Amon Goth employed many various methods of killing at the Pazau concentration camp, including shooting, beating, and starvation. He often ordered mass executions, where groups of prisoners were lined up and shot by SS guards. Additionally, he would personally carry out killings using his pistol or other weapons to murder inmates. His methods were characterized by brutality and completely disregard for human life. Amon Goth's methods for children at the concentration camp in Pazau were particularly horrifying. While with adults, he subjected children to brutal treatment, including starvation, beating, and shooting. Additionally, children were often separated from their families upon arrival at the camp to immense additional emotional trauma. Goth also implemented policies that targeted children specifically, as they're separating them from their parents to be sent to the gas chambers or subjectively to a medical experience. The harsh conditions of the camp, combined with Goth's sadistic tendencies, made survival for children incredibly difficult. Despite their innocence, children were not spared from Goth's cruelty, inflicting indiscriminate and merciless nature of the Holocaust. Amon Goth utilized his dogs as a tool of terror and control within the walls of the Pazau concentration camp. He trained his dogs to be vicious, aggressive, often using them to intimidate or attack prisoners and guards. Under Goth's command, would patrol the camp with these trained dogs, instilling fear among the inmates and preventing any attempts at escape or resistance. The dogs were also used during executions and violent incidents where they would be set up upon prisoners to kneel and kill them. This added another layer of brutality to Goth's reign of terror at Pazau, contributing to the overall atmosphere of fear and hopelessness within the camp's walls. Primarily used German shepherds in his role as a commandant of Plzeł concentration camp. German shepherds were feared by the Nazi regime for their intelligence, strength, and obedience, making them well situated for use of various roles, including as a guard dogs in concentration camps. These dogs were trained to be aggressive, and they were often employed to intimidate, attack, and even kill prisoners. Under Goth's command, Before his assignment to Brazil, Goff served in various roles within the SS, including a guard, Auschwitz concentration camp. He was ruthless nature and unwavering loyalty to the Nazi ideology led him to commit numerous atrocities against prisoners. Under his command after the war, Goff was captured by Allied forces and stood trial for his crimes. During the Holocaust, he was found guilty of war crimes and sentenced to death. Hermann Goff was executed by hanging on September 13, 1946, in Poland.